Let's talk some Dodgers.
Play ball! It's time for Dodger baseball.
Yeah, we got some sounders this time, and the bad, crappy mic. Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I'm Randy Tibbins. You know who you are. Come on in. Pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers. This is the best, the first, and the only video podcast by fans, for fans of your Los Angeles Dodgers. And we got a really cool show today for the 19th of April, 2016. First of all, let's recap a little bit, shall we? Because we've been away for a couple days. Missed you guys over the weekend. Didn't do a show Monday because we're opening up today. Kenta Maeda pitched 7 strong innings. Jock Peterson drove in the tying run and go-ahead runs with a 5th-inning homer, which we'll hear later. And the Dodgers beat the Giants 3-1 on Sunday Night Baseball, no less, on national broadcast. That rarely happens. Kenta Maeda, he's now 2-0. He allowed a run and 4 hits, struck out 7, and walked 3. Not a bad job. The Japanese-born right-hander had pitched 6 scoreless innings, a 5-hit ball in each of his 2 previous starts, and extended his shutout streak to 14.2 innings before Joe Panik went yard on him. What can you do? Chris Hatcher pitched a perfect 8th inning. Yay, finally. And Kenley Jansen got 3 outs and the 9th to pick up his 5th saves in many appearances. And that's a bone of contention with a lot of people. And you know who you are, Bobby. The bullpen hasn't been that great, but you know what? We have stats on them later. And Chris Hatcher, all he did was go out and have his... He and his wife had their baby, and he's been pitching great ever since. Maybe we should have babies every week. No, I don't know. It's not going to happen. So now the Dodgers will journey to Turner Field for their last final time. It opened in 1997. It's going to close after this year. They're building a new stadium in Atlanta, I guess. Injury report moves. Carl Crawford had lower back stiffness. Ouch. He's joined the AAA Oklahoma City team. Is expected to appear in his first rehab game for the Dodgers tomorrow night against Memphis. We'll see how that goes. Good luck, Carl. We need more outfielders. But, you know, take your time. We got enough people for now, but we're running a little thin, so back us back up. You know, I don't know where he'll be when he comes back, but let's see if his back comes back first. All right, we get to the good stuff. It's called fun stuff whenever I do this, those of you who've never seen the show before. And we get into the fun, lighter parts of this now. Got one shout-out for the day, and it's to a young lady who joined and liked our Facebook page just either yesterday or today. I think it was just today. So let's see if we can get a crowd shout-out to Jennifer D. Yeah. See, we got some sounders for this thing. All right, Jennifer. Thank you for watching. Tell all your friends. Let's Talk Dodgers right here on Facebook, and that's how you watch it. Or you can go to YouTube. Our YouTube page is Let's Talk Dodgers 13. That might be kind of tough to find. And to put it into order, you just click the Let's Talk Dodgers 13 when you get to the page, and then it puts them all in order. Hopefully. If not, stick with us here on the Facebook page. It's easier. Our stats of the day. By the way, did anybody notice I'm wearing my Road Gray tie today? Road Grays. Gotta wear the gray. All right. Just had to show that off. Got to be on the road with the team, wear the gray. You got to represent, right? Stats of the day. Well, we got an interesting stat of the day. Kenta Maeda, as we said earlier, allowed 1 run in his first 3 Major League appearances in 7 innings of the Dodgers' 3-1 home win over the Giants. In the process, Maeda saw his ERA rise, to 0.47. I'll take that every day of the week. Since the National League started recording earned runs in 1912, wow, that's over 100 years ago, the only other Dodger pitchers to post ERAs below 0.50 over their first 3 Major League starts are you ready? Fernando Valenzuela, 0.33 and 81. Billy Lowe's, 0.37, way back in 1952. No, I wasn't there. I didn't see it. It's way before my time. And Sandy Koufax, 0.40 in 1955. A little before my time. But Valenzuela, Lowe's, and Koufax all had made at least 1 relief appearance start before starting the 3rd time. Maeda is the first Dodger pitcher ever to post an ERA below 1 over his first 3 MLB games, all of which were starts. Can I get a cheer? All right, we take it. Any way we can get it. So that's kind of exciting. Also mentioned earlier, Jock Peterson hit a home run. And as you know, on this program, we do play audio and sometimes video of Dodger home runs. And here with the call is ESPN's Dan Shulman from Sunday Night Baseball.
And this one is hit high in the air, deep right field. He cranked it, and this game is tied. A 2-run home, for Peterson, and the Dodgers take a 2-1 lead as Grandal scores in front of them. Second on the season for Jock Peterson.
Yeah, I like that. We need more of that, Jock. I love it. Of course, he claimed he's not trying to hit home runs. Yeah, right. Well, there's a fine line between trying to and doing it, but he's just doing his thing, trying to hit doubles, and that's pretty cool with me. I'll take that every day if we can get it. It's one of those things where, you just got to let the kid make contact, I think. That's really the best thing. Now for all you people out there, and you know who you are, who think our bullpen has been pretty crappy this year and been ragging on the bullpen, I'll just give you this little stat of a nugget. Overall, the Los Angeles Dodgers bullpen has held opponents to a .217 batting average, which is now third best mark in the National League. Thank you very much. Yeah. All right. Because a lot of people have been ragging on the bullpen. Yeah, they were inconsistent for a while there, but they're going up and back. I think they're finding their groove. All right. And if they're not, don't worry. Dave Roberts is going to blow those guys out and bring in other guys. We got a boatload of guys in the minors. Hey, we're all waiting for September. We'll get September call-ups. Julio Urias, he might even come up faster than that if guys get hurt. You never know. We got a lot of guys waiting in the wings. Okay. On this day in Dodger history, this is a big one. This is a real biggie. I'm sure everybody's going to be talking about it because it's why we're all here watching Dodger baseball. But it's back on this date over 126 years ago, I think it is now, April 19th, 1890. Playing under the moniker the Bridegrooms, Brooklyn plays its first National League game and loses to the Boston Braves 15-9 at Washington Park after it was unable to hold a 9-0 lead. That sounds like the Dodgers. The Bridegrooms, however, bounced back the following day in Boston and notched their first ever NL win 7-6. Led by manager William Gunnar McGonigal, the 1890 Bridegrooms enjoy a successful year in the NL, winning the championship with an 86-43 record. It was the first of 21 NL pennants that the Dodgers would win during the next 100 years. Brooklyn's star player in 1890 was a pitcher named Bill Terry, who was also known as Adonis. Years later, fans referred to him as the original Bill Terry because they didn't want to confuse him with the man of the same name who managed the rival Giants. Remember, Bill Terry was another guy. This Terry, Adonis Terry, posted a 26-6 record and a 2.94 ERA with 38 complete games in 1890. Now, the nickname Bridegrooms came about after no less than seven, of the players from McGonigal's 1890 club had married around the same time in 1888. So the name didn't stick, however, because within a year, the team was again known as the Dodgers, or more precisely, everybody with me, the Trolley Dodgers. That name was generally given to the residents of Brooklyn because of the city's complicated maze of trolley cars all over the city. Although the team known as the Bridegroom, I'm making a big deal of this because this is a big deal. We wouldn't be here watching Dodgers if it weren't for the first professional team, the Dodgers or the Bridegrooms, in 1890. Although the team known as the Bridegrooms made its debut in the National League in 1890, baseball was not new to Brooklyn, which had fielded a team as early as 1849. Charles Byrne, president of the Brooklyn Club that started the Interstate League and moved to the American Association, built Washington Park on the approximate site where they thought George Washington's Continental Army had fought the Battle of Long Island. The Dodgers of 1890 transferred to the National League from the American Association, where they'd won the 1889 pennant. But the reason we celebrate them today and not in 1849, this was the first professionally paid team called the Dodgers, and it was 1890, and they joined the National League that year, which made them professional. And the rest is history. And my favorite stat is that of all these years since 1890, 126 years or so, Vin Scully has broadcast over 52% of their existence. Now that, to me, deserves a shout-out. Yeah. Come on. 52% of the team's existence. That's incredible. Because when the guy's been in business over 125 years, that's just a mind-blower, man. That's unbelievable. All right. Let's get you out to the ballpark because it is a start of a series. Tuesday, April 19th, it's a 4:10 Pacific time, 7:10 on the East Coast. For those of you watching back east, and you know who you are. Left-hander Alex Wood is 1-1 with a 4.50 ERA. He's going up against their right-hander Matt Weisler, 0-1 with a 4.97. Tomorrow, Wednesday, April 20th, is a 4:10. It's going to be their right-hander Julio Teheran. He's 0-2 with a 6.35 ERA, and the visiting team Dodgers are going to have, who else? One of our newest aces. We love the guy, our stockbroker friend, Ross Stripling, 0-0 with a 2.03 ERA. Way to go, Ross. Keep it going, although get a win this time and keep the ERA low, and you know what to do. This kid is just amazing. 26-year-old wonder. Unbelievable. And then on Thursday, we should be back on Thursday, but in case we're not, we'll tell you the matchup. In fact, we're going to be back after the game on Thursday. Why? Because it's a 9:10 a.m. game Pacific time, 12:10 on the East Coast. It's going to be Atlanta right-handed pitcher Williams Perez, 0-0 with a 7 ERA, going against our ace. Clayton Kershaw is 2-0 with a 1.64 ERA, and that's Thursday's game. That's your series with Atlanta, and then they move to Colorado, I believe, after that for another series. Alex Wood, as I mentioned, gets the assignment tonight in the opener of the three-game set. This is his first start against the Braves since they traded him to L.A. last July 30th in that three-team deal, three-team, 8-player deal with the Miami Marlins. You remember that deal. Anyway, Alex Wood going back home. He lives in Georgia, so should be a kind of a fun time tonight to see. Also, on our next show on Thursday, I will tell you if and when you can watch the Dodgers outside of being with Time Warner Cable. We're going to revisit that. Last year, remember, one of the guys on live stream was putting up the signal. This year, it might be a little bit different, so we're going to let you know about that on Thursday, because I think we found something out. So those of you who don't have cable, come on back on Thursday, and we'll do it all for you. Got some events coming up. This is a neat one coming up next week, April 28th at 6:30, and I have to tell my friend Mark B. about it. Shout out to Mark B. At Lancaster Jethawk Stadium, known as the Hangar. Guess who's signing autographs and taking pictures and selfies? Sean Green, former Dodger, going to be there at 6:30 for the Jethawk start. That's at 45116 Valley Central Way in Lancaster, Avenue I and the freeway, if you will, the I and 14. Also, May 14th, a little ways off, another month or so, at the Frank and Son Collectibles Show next month. Get this lineup, it's going to be Dodger Day. Newcomb, Wills, Moon, Reggie Smith, Say, Honeycutt, and more. That's going to be wild at the Frank and Son Collectibles Show, City of Industry. Also, coming up later in the month in May, we'll tell you more about it as we get closer, Kirk Gibson's going to be out there on Memorial Day in Roland Heights at a place doing some signing. That's just crazy on Memorial Day. Kirk Gibson, though. I have to get my book and go out there. All right, that's going to do it for now. Don't forget to check out the outstanding Dodger photography by John Suhu, the team photographer. You can find his stuff at dodgersphotog.mlblogs.com. You can find our show right here in Facebook, and we post it up in Facebook, pinging it usually from YouTube or Periscope. You can write to us, letstalkdodgers@gmail.com, or you can hit us on our YouTube page, Let's Talk Dodgers 13. You can write comments there. Write to us right here in Facebook, Let's Talk Dodgers. Tell your friends in Facebook. You can even hit us on our Twitter page, at Let's Talk Dodgers or at Randy Trumpet, either way. And all I can tell you is we'll probably be back on Thursday, so go blue. Come on back, pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers. Tell all your friends we'll be here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.
It's time for Dodger Baseball.
Go blue. Beat the Bravos.